Welcome to Diecast Restos. I'm Jason and this is a Lesney Matchbox 4C Triumph T110 Motorcycle and Sidecar. It joined the series in 1960, replacing the Massey Harris tractor, and remained until 1966, when the Dodge stake truck succeeded it. My one has had one of the handlebars broken off, the rear wheel arch is bent out of shape, and a previous owner has been a bit devious with some additional paint. I say devious because in 1962, Matchbox introduced the 66B Harley Davidson, which was painted bronze. In a factory mix-up, a small number of 4Cs were painted in that shade in error. These are worth thousands of pounds now. The bronze that had been painted over my steel blue was actually quite similar in shade to the copper colour of the Harley. I just hope I'm not destroying the genuine thing. I'm 99.9% sure this is someone's handiwork though. When the model was introduced in 1960, Lesney had not yet decided to limit the Matchbox series to 75 models. Early Triumphs were numbered 78 on the base, but they are likely just a selection of pre-production issues. Production models had the number 4 cast onto a raised metal plate on the base, covering over the 78 marking. They also had thin raised braces on the sidecar connecting brackets, where those on the pre-pro examples were smooth. The 4C had 11mm wire wheels and knobbly 16.5mm black rubber tyres fitted. Later, the Triumph could be found with smooth 72-notch tyres. The mudguard on the sidecar was strengthened midway through production, and the underside also received larger reinforcements to the braces. Aside from the rare bronze colour calamity, which can be found with differently sized wheels from the Harley, there were no other variations in the model's 6 years in production. It is quite a delicate casting, which on the second-hand market can frequently be seen missing handlebars or even the entire sidecar. The motorcycle itself is as labelled on the underside, based on a Triumph T110 Tiger. The T110 Tiger was designed to be the sports model of Triumph's range, developed for the American market. It was their fastest production motorcycle at its launch, powered by a 650cc parallel twin overhead valve 4-stroke engine. It was capable of 100 miles per hour, though the Motorcycle magazine achieved a reading of 114 and an actual speed of 109 miles per hour in a test. The original cast iron cylinder block was soon replaced with a light alloy, with special airways to improve cooling. External oil feed pipes were also replaced with internal oil ways. A heavily modified T110 achieved the motorcycle land speed record on the 6th of September 1956 at Bonneville Salt Flats. American racer Johnny Allen hit a top speed of 214.17 miles per hour. The production T110 was later fitted with a rear fairing which afforded it the unwanted nickname bathtub, making the bike look far more sedate. By 1959, the T110 had been eclipsed by Triumph's new leading sports model and fastest motorcycle, the Bonneville T120, so named after the T110's success there in 1956. As such, the T110 Tiger was dropped from Triumph's range in 1961. Now, while the Matchbox factory offering received no trim whatsoever, I've decided to give it a silver light as I felt it deserved the extra attention. I then finish off my work on the casting with a clear coat. As the front axle pin was so short, I felt I needed to create another one so that I could secure the wheel once again. However, the pop rivet I had struggled to fit through the very narrow openings at the end of the forks. I had to forget that idea and cut down a length of genuine axle that I had lying around. Then I could hammer the cut down piece to form a new burr. Once I had done the same with the recycled rear axle, I tidy up the ends with a dab of chrome. This was how my 4C Triumph was looking originally. It was missing a handlebar, the rear wheel was wonky, and someone had tried to present this as one of the exceptionally rare bronze variations by painting it themselves. I wasn't falling for it, though if I read a whole bunch of comments saying "what have you done," I may not be back with a video next week or ever again. As I say, I'm 99.9% certain it isn't the real deal, just a homemade attempt. Here though is how I've tidied it up. The handlebar is a reproduction piece designed for the 66C Harley Davidson. The handlebars are not a removable part, so I had to cut down the repro and glue it to the leftover stub, but I think that it's turned out fairly well. I've also fixed the fragile forks and straightened the back wheel. I'm a big fan of this sky blue anodised aluminium colour, and I think it's a good match to Lesney's factory shade. As a little bonus, I've also given it headlamp trim, which helps to set it apart, I feel. This is such a well detailed and intricate casting. I'm not a huge motorbike fan, but this is a special model scaled down to Matchbox size, which for this Triumph is about 1 in 40. Anyway, let me know how you feel about it down in the comments, and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. But all that leaves me to say is thanks for watching, and I'll see you again for the next one. Bye for now.